world music. So these next series of videos are going to show you how to make your Persian rug at home. So first you want to get a piece of cardboard. It's about the size of a large book, and I cut it out. And what I'm going to do is take my scissors, and at the top edge, I'm going to cut these little teeth into the cardboard. And each of these little these kind of little tooth marks are going to be maybe 1/4 of an inch long, maybe like half the size of your fingernail, each one. And I just put them on one edge of my cardboard, because what we need to do first is make our loom, and then we can make our rug. So after you've done that with your cardboard, you're going to take some light colored thread, and starting at the tooth on one end, you're going to put the string through that tooth, and then wind the string around back, and then you're going to tie it in the back. So I've tied it in the back, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep winding it one little tooth at a time, so I can make my own loom. And I'm going to do it all the way until it's completely filled. Now, after you've got all of your thread on there, you're ready for the next step, which is your design. So you're going to take a piece of paper, a little square, maybe like this size. It should kind of fit in the middle of your loom like this when it's completed. I like to use graph paper for this part because it makes more sense when I get to the yarn stage. So once you've made your design, you're going to take your design and slip it right underneath all of that yarn, the yarn part of your loom. And I like to put some tape on the back of mine. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to the very top edge where I made my teeth with the scissors before. And then I can start putting some strings on my loom. So here is how I do that. So what I'm going to do is maybe start with a blue. And I'm going to cut lengths of thread which are maybe as long as my index finger, maybe a little longer. And I'm going to start by cutting maybe 3 or 4. So what you're going to do is, after you cut your string, you're going to start at the edge. You see this first column of my design is blue. So I'm going to start right on this string, and I'm going to tie my thread around that string right here, like that. I'm going to go ahead and tie 2 knots in it. 1, 2. So you can see I've tied 2 knots in that string, and now look, I'm going to take that knot, I'm going to put it all the way up at the top, and now I'm going to do that many more times. So I'm going to take these next 2, and I'm going to do the same thing, starting on that same loom thread. I'm going to tie my next blue thread around that. and then I'm going to tie it twice. Make 2 knots. After I've made my 2 knots, I'm going to push it all the way up to the very top. So it's right next to that first one. Now, as you're doing your loom, you start by completing what's at the top of your design, and then you push all of those threads up, and gradually work your way down the design. And I want to show you a couple of finished rugs so you can have an idea of what it looks like at the end. So this is one that someone made that's a heart. Then we've got this rug of many colors, and this little rug of many colors. One thing to be aware of is your threads, when you're tying them, are going to be kind of long. So you have to decide as you go, how long do you want the threads to be in your rug? So as you go, remember, you can always cut the threads shorter, but you can't put threads back on. You can't paste it back on. So I would caution you to maybe wait until the end to start trimming back the threads. And that's pretty much the basics of weaving the Persian rug. So good luck, everyone, and please feel free to contact me with questions on the Persian rug project. Okay, good luck. Bye.